And we're back with another Reddit Flags and Review. How's that go? RFIR. Yeah, I'm never going to get that, but we'll try each and every time. Before we start, a little bit of housekeeping. I got 2 things wrong, actually. In fact, I'll share my screen. There we go. We've got 2 comments, which is crazy because this was the first episode. I don't even know why you're watching. It's very embarrassing, but thank you very much. At 250, I mentioned that where'd it go? Well, I had thought this was the flag of Gambia. No, it's another place I can't pronounce, but good on you. You caught it. You caught me. And live and learn. Boob88, though, made a point that number 24, we skipped over that, Brandon. I don't know if you can see that. There's only some of it I don't like. One thing I do like, pale colors. I kind of like that. It's different. I need to read what this white device is. Yeah, there's a base in Diego Garcia. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so it's a brain coral. I guess I'm getting triggered because it makes me think of CGP Grey again. Sorry. I know that was probably not the intention. Although, his memetics could have, I don't know, said to the rest of the subreddit by now. It could be an unconscious bias. Maybe it is CGP Cray. Who knows? But yeah, I don't hate it. I think the shell might be a bit too abstract. Could be a little more detailed, but well, between the 2 monitors, my primary monitor, it looks a little washed out, which I think looks a lot better. But on the secondary monitor, it's very saturated. It's one of those things where a lot of people have the American flag in their minds or at the store and on their deck, and it's a very saturated red, a very saturated blue. But in actuality, like flag code, it's defined a certain way, and the colors are actually a little bit washed out. Like by law, it's supposed to be, but you don't see that a lot. You don't even see that on uniform. Everything's very bright and vibrant, or it's subdued and green. I think this would do better. In fact, we could probably put a version of this up post-production where it's washed out. That probably would be good, just to illustrate what I'm saying here. I do like how the chevrons taper into this swirly water motif. That's good, very unique. But it also is reminiscent of the older flag, but it's not ripping off of it entirely, which I'll stand by it. I don't hate that anyone did that. I think it's so bizarre and so unique. It's worth stealing. I don't know. Do you have anything else about this? Any feelings?
No, I think what's interesting about the flag is actually the color palette. I think on my screen at least, it's a little bit more, I believe the term is pastel-ish. It's not necessarily the most bright or vibrant.
That's what my primary display shows too. Yeah.
I do like that sort of high visibility and high contrast with the yellow. I think it's very nice looking back. It's actually, by far, it has some of the most interesting design elements, I think, that we've seen. Thank you so much to the viewer who actually pointed that out.
Yeah, it's interesting that I missed it. But we did see, ironically enough, this one.
I do like that one a lot.
It's a lot of blue.
I love the deep saturation of the blue, the high contrast with the yellow. It's a very stylistic sort of cross kind of feel is what it's giving me.
I remember my critique here. The star, this has to be different. This one has to change. Other than that, it was pretty good.
Points on the star. Yeah, I do see that we have a 4-point star in there. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
This is actually an episode where I was not audible and people couldn't hear me.
Right.
So.
Yeah. How embarrassing. The first episode, and it's got 2 comments. Oh dear. Today, we're going to go over the 2024 U.S. state capital redesigns that Reddit created. We're going to see, we're praying that they're better than the D-Day ones, because those were bad, really bad. There was a couple good ones, but for lots of reasons, I think that one was probably doomed for failure. Every Redditor lives in a state, right? Europe is a state, I think, but we'll go down to the bottom and skip all of them, and hey, would you look at that? Man, Ouroboros? Yes, please. It's so bad I like it. And I mean that. That is it. Look, I could go with the obvious quip. What are you, 14? Might be, but I was 14 once. So I'm not really going to judge too hard, but actually, why the snake, though? Snake counted. Yeah, okay, yeah, all right. Dare we? Dare we? Let's see what we get. It's bad, but I'm still smiling.
Also, the note of the different color of background for the word Boise. It's in sort of a
slightly
dark
different
maroon
hue.
square.
It's in a different hue. Listen, he's speaking my language. Really right to my heart. Outstanding. I really mean it. It's bad, but it makes me happy.
And this is why it's 131 out of 135.
I'm not going to go with...
5.
Shit. Man, this is not good. Oh. Okay, here. Let's focus. Let's lock in and look at the one for Boston Maxima. This is also bad, but I kind of like it too. Not as much as the other one. I love the 3/4 frame of stars. I mean that, I do. And I've never hated putting dates on flags if it looks cool. It doesn't look bad.
It doesn't look cool either.
Yeah. It's strange.
It's the secret third option.
Let's see. God be with us as he was with our fathers. Yeah, look, compared to like some of the Microsoft Word art flags that are floating around a lot of the country's counties, especially the counties, this could be a step up for some of these. Look, I'm going to sugarcoat it this time. I'm going to sugarcoat. This is too damn busy. There's shading. There's shading in there. And there's artifacts. There's artifacting. It's very cool. We're opening it in flag waiver, by the way. This is...
Oh no.
Man, that's pretty rough, buddy. I can't stand to look at it anymore. It's not good. I do love how the Adobe element is a part of the flag here. That's good. I also I didn't even know, it's so distracting, I didn't even notice the flagcreator.com tag.
Well, the average population of Maine definitely seems to be ancient, so would they really notice?
I don't even know what the demographic makeup of Maine is anymore. Are they even literate? Would it?
I don't know.
Now this makes me think of the 1980s. I'll give it a pass. This is strange. I'm okay with it. A little odd. Those
are just dicks.
I don't know what this is. Is the city in the moon? This has to be a joke. This got to be a joke flag. This can't be real. This can't be real. How is this Reddit? It's like I came here for autistic rule following and worship of good flag, bad flag, but
it's a brochure.
This isn't that. Now, to be fair, it is at the lowest end of the scale here. So maybe
there's hope. Maybe
there's hope. Yeah, we gotta make map flags. Ironically, I'm in agreement here. I know it's probably not a river, but we should put rivers and stars, like constellations, on. Shit. It's outlined in yellow. The left side should be a Greek symbolism. You don't say. Notice, by the way, that this was done in paint.
At the end, Nathan, you'll need to give us your opinion of whether or not this contest had some of the worst offer-ups compared to every other contest we've seen so far.
By volume, it won't even matter, because how many on D-Day was there? There's 60? Look how strange this is. It's better at a distance. The less you see of it, the better it gets. That's crazy. That's not good. I don't like the cartoony. This looks like... Okay, so you remember how the Chagos Islands winner was a business card? Do you know what I'm going to say about this?
What?
This is a lawn poster for someone running for president. Brandon Cox for president.
I can't fault you. Yeah, that's what that reads. I could see it on a piece of wood right now.
No, like the perforated plastic, the cheapo shit. I'm telling you, dude. People are confusing flags with literally anything else.
Dear.
I'm not even going to read any of that. Juno, slightly better. This looks like some Soviet shit, though. Who's this for? Honolulu? Appropriate. Yeah, no. This is, I know I always be saying shit like, hey, these things need to be more ornate, more pretty, more interesting and vibrant, but brother, this isn't what I meant. Not that you could have heard me. Hey, I kinda like it. If it's not obvious by now, I have good taste in bad things. This is one of those. What is this for? Is this Olympia or something? It's Olympia! No shit. It really kind of looked like Rainier, didn't it?
It did.
I can already feel the barracks brain fog coming back. It's like I'm at the smoke pit listening to... I won't go any further. That's great. I love good use of this toothpaste green and this mouthwash blue. Very good. It's honestly pretty offensive, but I'm okay with it. This is something you would have seen in the 1990s. This is great. This is the 90s cup of flags.
It's like a travel ad.
It kind of is, yeah. Okay,
How did that get that far up compared to everything else?
This is so lazy. No, we're not gonna. We're gonna have a hand-drawn wood carving style image motif, but we're gonna have this mid-2000s swerve curvy thing. But it's not even gonna be focused. It's gonna be a little blurred. Look at that. Sacramento, just bad enough to pass. Here we go. Another campaign advertisement. More John for president. Honest to God. Oh, here we go. Here's a great case of following the rules, right? We're gonna not only put constellations in the flag, we're gonna put the flag inside of a flag. The greatest sin of all, apparently, right? But here we are, 103 out of 135. Don't ask me to do the math.
Goodness gracious.
I can't. I don't even. I'm not. What's this one for? Olympia. Always Olympia. Augusta. That's awful. This is okay. There's problems with this one, but this is probably the first one that has some actually good thinking here. Don't look at the transparency. Don't look at the shadows, and don't look at the shading. I'm serious.
Agreed.
For Montgomery,
it's
Alabama.
Not bad.
Okay, here. Look at this on here. It's 99 in the entire list, but number 7 for Montgomery. Are there 2 tallies running here?
I don't know if there's like individual. It might be the individual state is actually voting for things too.
Goddamn Reddit.
They couldn't just leave well enough alone.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. We gotta turn everything into a fucking MOS. Now tell me, is that not pretty good looking? Because now you can't see the shadow. You can't really see the transparency except maybe here. If those were gone, that wouldn't be bad. This is the first one in the entire list that is going somewhere. It's just not
on the flagpole.
It's not completely baked yet. You know, it's not half baked, but it is not completed. This isn't bad either. I'm not sure I like how soft the curve is, but I could live with it. You know, it isn't wretched.
Did Shrek use this flag as a napkin?
The pine tree is fine. Now it is the tree from Lebanon, so that's a no-no. We should use, you know, an original pine tree or an American pine tree. But yes, someone has just downloaded FlagMaker. Yeah, I did this too. I did diagonal pales. Yes, very good. Okay. Muted color palette to reflect isolation and Juno. This also is it's better. It's more complete than the last one I said that about. Wish wind control was just on.
Would that read necessarily well in the sort of typical weather conditions and lighting conditions?
You know what? We can change the background. Yeah, so it is like the other one, the Augusta one. Oh yeah, that's right. There's something good here, but it's not complete. This is a really excellent near final draft. There's
I think
something
if
really
they were to actually add some saturation in, it actually wouldn't be bad.
I think if another option,
Just a bit.
border or a fringe of some kind, that wouldn't be bad. There's something here that's really good, and it's very creative. It's making me think of the Maryland flag and the other one from the Chagos Islands that had the that same style of tilted checkerboard. This is really close to good. Like, it's definitely unique. I'm not sold on the colors, but that's not the problem. There's just something missing, and I can't put any words to it. But it's a really good try. I think that's not bad. We might have some hope yet. This is a little odd. This is what is that flat 2D Facebook, like, metro
Yeah, that artwork style, yeah.
Yeah, this is...
It's actually... that art style is pretty much universally hated, and it's actually spread across a lot of companies.
It's weird, because it almost looked like he was going to go for, like, a Socialist Republic style of flag, with, like, a dam or a great wheat field in the middle, but he's like, no, I'm going to add some corporate art to it. Pretty bad. Juno again. I don't hate it. I could live with that. Not bad. The colors are different. You usually don't see black in flags. It's not common. Speaking of stars, what do you think of that?
Corporate logo.
Feels like it. We got a... Boy, let's see what this is. Looks like a windsock, but they made it wrong. Crazy. I'll give them points for not doing a 3x4. Very odd, but that's all you get. You get points for bravery. Yeah. I don't know about this one either.
Illuminati.
If you're gonna do that, you might as well, like, do some real... Oh, man. That's unfortunate. How'd that happen? Also, we're putting flags in flags again. How come these people aren't being, persecuted by the subreddit? You would think... Yeah, look, the Cascadian tree. All right, let's see. Where is this for? Boise. Is that in Idaho?
Yes.
I'm not sure why we're getting the Cascadian tree in here, but at least it's an American tree, not a tree from, the sandbox. The stars need to be different, and the snowflake needs to be more ornate and different. But this is kind of nice.
It would seem that Juneau, Alaska is in dire need of a redesigned flag.
Dare I look up what it is right now? You're going to have to cut out the parts of me typing. I'm not going to have you share that shit. Woo!
I see why they want it different.
They might in fact need a change. Yeah, I can, that's going in the cube.
That's rough.
I have to tell you something. This one's going in the cube for this episode. That's for damn sure.
No.
Yeah, buddy. Hell yeah.
Not only did they tell you the city, but they also told you what that city was, and it's the capital of Alaska.
Let me ask you a question. Does this look familiar to you?
Yeah, Puyallup looks like. Or it looks...
It was on Post.
Oh shit, was it?
It was a logo you saw all over Post.
No.
This company had almost every major contract on the Post.
Yeah.
They did the porta potties. They did CIF.
Yeah, Skookum.
Yeah. I always called it Snookum because I'm retarded.
I'm surprised I remembered.
Crazy, right? This isn't bad. Bismarck? Sure. Yeah, it's simple. I like it. Let's see. Montgomery, Alabama. Not bad. That's not bad. It's a little too simple, but yeah.
No.
This is Ukraine? Just kidding.
I don't think of ducks when I think of Boston, Massachusetts.
Nor do I think of Ukraine, but here we are. Okay.
By the river.
Okay, I can live with that. That's kind of neat. I like how the stars are at least this one is in a strange orientation.
Mm-hmm.
This is not good.
Corporate art.
Yeah, it looks like corporate clip art, just made better than normal.
Find that on a PowerPoint.
There's this damn star again.
There must not be a coincidence here.
No. You noticing a pattern? That's crazy. Okay, this is...
A Puyallup tribe reference there with that fish. It's Olympia.
There's that brain fog setting in again.
The hand of God.
Maybe a better hand, but something there, maybe. What is this? This is very abstract. Not even reading it. It's crazy. Yeah, this is
How did that get to 58?
good fucking question.
What?
Are these people actually who we want designing our flags? This is what they think is good. Okay, this is a good one.
Yeah.
Even though I'm usually against shading, it works here.
And even without the shading, like, if that was not something that was able to be done, it would still, the design wouldn't be hurt from the lack of it.
This is outstanding. This is good. This would be good for Sacramento.
Do we need to remind the audience of what Sacramento flag is right now?
We might as well. Did I spell it wrong?
I don't think you remember.
Oh yeah, it's right. I do love it. It's so bad. It's almost worth keeping. But yeah, in the grand scheme of things, if we wanted something better, this is definitely better.
I am from California. While I can't, I don't necessarily agree with that symbology there. That's kind of abstract. Being a native California, that doesn't read Sacramento at all. But it is definitely an improvement. It is Spanish in nature. I do agree with that.
It is. Yeah, there's Spanish elements in the city, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Throughout California.
Oh wow, they did it again. Very cool.
I don't know. I don't know if those are necessarily.
I think this is actually a flag for something real.
It's for Hawaii, and those are apparently Hawaiian colors. I didn't know that those would be Hawaiian colors. That's interesting.
I guess. I don't know. Okay.
Dude, Juneau is so desperate for a flag.
Yeah, I guess so. Kentucky.
More like real fucky.
It does look like pop art, but my initial impression was it's not the worst thing.
I actually on that note, I think those bands actually on the terminating end instead of on the hoist is actually pretty interesting.
Yeah. Hey, this is cool. I like it.
Again, these things are one of those like symbology, but I think it is something that's supposed to unite people under a flag, and so long as people can agree that the symbology is there, I think a lot of cities and capitals just got away from that because they just stuck their name on the flag instead. So it's super easy to be like, yes, that's our flag. Well, how do I know? Because it says it.
I kind of like this too. Not as much as others for any of the Alabama cities, but it's not that bad.
I do like that there's no mention of what the flower motifs are for, or if it's the state. I'm assuming it's the state flower.
Seems pretty,
But the white stars that represent the states of the Confederacy have been changed into white flowers.
Of course. Whatever, man. Oh, this looks like something that would be like a dystopian flag for a evil American government in like a TV show.
Agreed.
It's good, but not for the reasons for the contest. This is a good prop.
How many point star is that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 26?
26-point star.
You better count that in post.
I did. I helped you.
Okay.
I made sure you didn't overcount. Yeah, 26.
That's a good prop flag. It's a good fictional flag. And that is different than saying it's a good flag. You did well, but it's not the exercise at hand. Okay, another Bismarck one. This is better than the other Bismarck one. I like it.
You like the border?
It might be because this makes me think of like some brigade colors I've seen in my career, but I think it works. It's interesting that this isn't for like a city in Texas, but 5-pointed stars aren't just for the Texans. Not digging it, not gonna lie. Wheat doesn't do this. It doesn't do that.
Hey man, your competition wasn't very rough, so that's why you're at like 30 something.
Okay, here's another Sacramento one. Yeah. I like this one better than the other. This is
Sacramento. I see is why they're saying it. It means sacrament.
Mm-hmm.
So Holy Communion.
Yeah.
It's. I like it. I dig the Catholic sort of.
In fact, this might actually be really good on the flag waiver.
Now I could either read your local Catholic church or your local AA group.
Yeah, we're getting into this might the rule I was kind of workshopping aloud the other episode about would you be willing to fight and die a rebellion under a flag. This one might be inspiring one, so Who knows?
Yeah.
This might be crusade worthy, so
Also,
maybe we be careful.
Would one ever see such a flag flying in California? Probably never.
Nah, not even in America, dude. Okay.
I do know. I do.
Yeah.
Hey, we've seen you
we're
before.
back. Yeah, interesting. Yep. Seeing it again, I still feel the same. I like the weird mint color, and I like the orangish red.
I would buy
But-
that wrapping paper, though. I for sure would.
Yeah, but this not ceasing at the border makes it an infinite pattern, and that's why it looks like wrapping paper or something else. And it's interesting it got this far on the list. Oh no, we're doing it again, and
Love
now there's perspective. There's forced perspective. It's so much worse than just flags on a flag. Who are these people?
I think this flag won because of the meme quality of it. This
These
is the
people.
Boston Tea Party.
I will never take. Hey,
That's not bad.
just to explain myself, I will never take Reddit critique very seriously because of shit like that. It's one thing to promote a meme, but for an official contest to say this is the best of the community, this is the best we have to offer, this is our passion. It's not just a hobby, it's actually something we love. No, that's crazy.
You know what? I actually, on meme points, the Boston Tea Party flag was pretty hilarious.
Okay, now I think we both agree this one's great. I don't
Yeah.
even know what it's for.
No, love it.
This is for...
The Tale of Paul Revere.
Okay, cool.
Actually, very significant historical context.
Yeah. Very cool.
The founding of the nation. I love it. That's actually a really great flag.
Yeah, it's a war story that almost every American who learned how to read should know.
It makes you wonder, though, if this is at the place that it's at, what kind of
Is there hope?
other
Is there
flag
hope?
is beyond this?
This is number 14.
It's number 2 in Boston, apparently.
Okay, I like this. That's kind of neat. I like the Singet rings. That's an unusual motif. I don't see that often.
It is. It is different.
That's pretty cool. I like this.
That's actually
what
the
is this?
best Juno flag we've seen.
It is. I agree.
That's actually cool. It's referencing a lot of the mining that take place in Alaska, and I believe the fishing industry as well.
Outstanding. It's just outstanding. It's simple, but not too simple.
Okay. Okay.
A little getting kind of straying towards corporate territory, but this is probably one of the better ones for Olympia we've seen.
It is. But do we necessarily need the W? Do we? Is that?
I didn't even notice that's what that was.
Seems
That's awful.
awfully. That seems awfully intentional there, and I don't think that.
That's some.
Granted, I do agree with everyone else. This was the number 1 flag for Olympia, but come on.
This is some Wario shit. Not gonna lie. Okay, another Bismarck one. It's good looking. Yeah, it's good looking. I'm not so sure if it works better than the one with the gold fringe and the Texas kind of style to it, but I mean, it's not bad.
Yep.
It's number 1 for Bismarck, North Dakota, though. So,
Agreed. I mean, we are definitely getting better up here.
and this one's cool too. I
Yep,
remember
we
this.
saw that in the 2024 Best of competition.
Yep. This one I don't like as much, especially because it tricked me. I thought this was a native symbol. No, it's a bridge, idiot.
I do think that this is actually the lesser flag for Sacramento,
Yeah.
but there's a reason why that was voted number 1 compared to the Sacramental.
Tallahassee, Florida.
Just not a great fan of the colors, but that's just a personal thing. I'm sure it has like significance to the area.
It's a very mixed feelings of meh, for me at least.
There
I
was
can't really
other
tell why.
Tallahassee
I can't really-
flags.
I can't really tell why it won. If I'm being honest, it's not overly offensive or anything, but I don't know about that. That's okay. So now that we've seen them,
That one. That's the best flag that was rated.
out of all of them, 11, 17.
Nope, you're doing the numbers wrong.
No fucking way. Number 8. No, 8. Okay, number 8. Number 4. And 53. And 131. Those are your winners. That's really what we're looking at here today. I mean, we didn't even get into the City of Dreams. Outstanding. Look at this logo.
It's a city of dreams. It's a nightmare.
Look at this corner. Look at this corners. The corners aren't even transparent. It's Montgomery, Alabama. At least I know what it's for. We've got. It's inclusively divisive, right? It's not the LGBT flag, but it is attempting to supplant it. This is great. And of course, we had to cant the text. We
and the design actually entirely in that square.
You're right. Yep, you're correct.
You have to also award the worst flag in the contest.
Okay. All right. So you and I, here's the scenario. You and I are company commanders, stranded. We're government forces fighting some rebels somewhere deep in where is this for? Alabama? Yeah. I had to read this part to make sure. There's Alabaman rebels we've been sent to quell.
Yeah.
This flag, there's a armored personnel carrier coming down the street. We got good sight lines all the way down the street. Can you tell who these people are? I can. They're clearly crazy. They're crazy. Look at this shit. And as it gets closer, don't shoot until you see the name of their city, is what I'll tell my troops. So, right about there, that's where I want my men to open fire. They won't miss.
I'm marking that.
Oh wait. It's so powerful. I mean, if you can't look at that in awe, right?
It is.
God bless whoever made Flag Waver. This is simply, it's too powerful for its own good.
You need to send me the links to these things so it's not so stuttery.
This is going straight on the cube. It's going on the cube, Brandon.
On the cube.
Going on the cube. Yeah, 133, 131. Yeah, we're really cooking with gas here, but I think we both agree. Number 8. It's number 8.
That's a really great flat.
This is my new screensaver. That's so powerful. I can't even. Wow. Incredible. Thank you, Reddit. You did it again. You put a couple of good ones at the top of the heap, but man, you sure have a heap. I don't know. Is this the case of accuracy by volume, except it's misses by volume? Is that what we're looking at here? Is that why there's so many bad ones? There's just so many that were submitted? Or is it just that they're that bad?
We ought to isolate these contests to a certain extent. I think they're a little bit unfair because we're comparing these things amongst a bunch of other states who likely are just blessed with better symbology. Seems that might be the case.
Actually, I don't even know what... Where is it? Where was it? What's this one for?
Let me see. I
give up. I can't stomach it anymore. That's crazy.
Because what was that design?
I hope somebody in the comments tells me that frickin' 45 is a hidden gem. That's gonna be something. Still can't believe we got comments on the first video.
The flag waver runs crystal smooth on my computer. It is pretty. It actually helps the designs in a little bit of a way.
Why don't you share it? Why don't you share it?
You have to stop sharing, and then I can share.
I can do that. I will, and I'm gonna watch it from the top. What do we got? It's so damn fast. Jesus. Give me that salute zone, and then zoom in a little. That's so good. Would you fight a rebellion flying that? I
would fight a rebellion to stop these guys.
You would fight a rebellion internally to the rebellion.
Yeah, these guys need to stop.
I think you're right. Yeah, no kidding. That's crazy.
The ones that left in the tools to edit the things, hilarious.
Powerful.
So funny. There was multiple flags that did that. Number 132 did that.
Well, which one?
2. but that was for the entire flag.
132.
132, 128.
God.
It's all...
Can't make it up, dude.
It's bad.
Yeah, I am unbelievable. Here's the question, though. Because I just do the show. You're the producer. You probably have a better head squared on your shoulders than I do. Was this better than the D-Day landing? Or is this worse?
You know what? I think it's a tie. I don't think this actually beats D-Day. I think there was actually... It had more meritorious flags than D-Day.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of bad.
So you feel the same then? It's a tough call.
It is quite tough. There was a lot of bad ones. I don't know. Hope maybe the viewers can give us a little bit of insight on that. See if they can check that out. See if.
Yeah. Don't be mean to me in the comments. I'm sensitive. I'll cry. I'm gonna cry real hard. So yeah, no, that was interesting. I gotta say it was a lot more enjoyable than the D-Day flags, and I think it might be because not only were veterans, but the bozos in Reddit haven't served a day in their life. You know, they got soft hands, brother. But this wasn't as painful. I'll give it that. There was, there was more that were like almost on the verge of being good. The other ones there was like 5 that were excellent.
I believe,
and the rest were trash.
I believe we'd scrolled through, and the D-Day flags stopped being good at like 20. Yeah. Whereas this one might have actually had some extension to that number.
Thank God all of the people who were at D-Day beaches and landings and airborne,
no.
Thank God they're all dead. They don't need to see that shit. I wouldn't want my service represented by a lime green background with a Genesis logo. Sorry, man. Just not for me.
Lime green with the Helldivers.
That's right. It was Helldivers. All right. Well, I've been Nathan Hayes. I'll continue to be him. I write articles on the whole mag, and I show up on the show, and I do this. That's it for today. Buy the merch.